Okay, so this is like a quick demo for the inventory and um inventory and interaction system. So right now it just takes the item that is closest to it. I'm using an interface, so each item implements its own feedback. Right now, what I have is they just change materials, but every item implements its own way of doing showing the interact. So each one will show the feedback different. Also, the interact function is different. So for this one, the interact of this item is that it just destroys itself. So I just interact it and just get destroyed. And for this one, the interact that it does is that it gives me the item that this thing has, and it puts it in my inventory. I have my inventory here. It's in the inventory component here. And right now here I have 0 elements, so I just go and pick it up. And now I have one element of the ID 0. And then if I go here to the inventory, I can see the database. I just have one item in the with this ID 0. Here I have the ID 0, and it's just called potion 0. This is just like the raw name is potion 0, and the name of the item in the game is just going to be potion. So now if I just go and click C, it's going to say, hey, item to use potion, and then it does whatever the item is using. Right now I just have it fixed. Is tried with C, I'm using the item 0, and with B I'm dropping item 0 if it's in the inventory, and this will be UI later. But here with the interact, which is actually going to be an action, this I'm using the input action. Here I was just using keywords for the testing. So if I just start this again, and now instead of dropping it, now instead of using it, I mean I'm just going to drop it with B. That's how right now I have the drop. I could change it so it drops in the feet. I'm just using the right now the drop position to drop it is like on the at the chest of the player. We can change the drop with whatever, however we think is best. So I'm just interact and then I just drop it again, and then I pick it up again and then I use it with C, and I can't drop it because now I don't have much more of it anymore. So let's say if I start the game and I have um, if I start the game, here I have the default. So let's say that I start a game with the inventory. So I could just go here. This is the interaction. Sorry, inventory. Okay, here. So I could just go and be like, oh, from for item 0, I have 5. So now this knows that I have 5 items in my inventory. So now when I run it, I can actually drop 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 of it. I could change that on the drop. It looks weird that it stacks like that. We could do, depends on how we wanted to do. If we wanted to do like something like, I don't know, like Breath of the Wild, the way that it drops it, or something similar to that, or it just appears on the ground, we can also do that. Right now I just have it like the thing that like whatever was easier, but we can customize it pretty easily. uh, the other thing that I have is that here in the item database, I have the ID, the name, the is usable, and then I have a class that says, hey, if I have this in the inventory and I drop it, this is what it will spawn. So that's like and here I have a blueprint for the pickup. So if I go here, I have this pickup that gives me a potion. So what I will do with the UI, if you want to be like in first person, I will just like switch it to first person, and then I will spawn whatever I have in my inventory. But then aside from having this spawn class, I will have another class which I will just call UI class, and then in that UI class I will have a blueprint that I can see in real person. But instead of being instead of being an item that has hierarchy from item pickup, it will be hierarchy from like inventory management or something. So I could see it in the actual game, and I could select items and things like that. uh, yeah, that's how the inventory works so far. It's like the basics, and then UI is just going to call all of this, and the interaction works also like we could use that interaction for doors or like collectibles or things like that. I just create like a test interactable with this, and then a pickup that normally there is like a there is an interactable base. Then I have this one that hierarchies from this one, from this interactable base, and it's a test. And then I have this one that is a potion that also has, I have this one that is an item pickup. So this one will handle any item pickup that we want. And this one has a hierarchy from the interactable. So item pickup is a interactable, but it's its own thing. And then a potion has a hierarchy from this one. And this one is the one that handles that when I pick up an object, I actually get that object in my inventory. So like here I see like, oh, when I interact, I'm just printing this for testing. I could delete this, and then it just says, hey, if I have this, add that item ID to my inventory, and then just destroy it. And yeah, that's like a quick demo of how it works.